Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome. Welcome to Lawsplaining the Interwebs. I am your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. You know, if you ever run into any trouble in Minnesota or really anywhere, let me know. I'll help you out. I'll hook you up. If I can't help you, I'll find someone to try and help you. Because I'm helpful. Or something. I don't know. Hey, guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome to this evening. I am really glad to be here. I was just on the kill stream a little bit ago. And so I don't have like a full show planned for tonight. I didn't know how long I would be on the stream, the kill stream. So I didn't plan a bunch of stuff in advance. I apologize for that. But I did figure I would do a show and talk about a couple different things. And one of those things is going to be Alex Jones and his lawsuit against Matt Fury over the alleged copyright infringement of Pepe. But who's infringing who? The mystery grows. Let me get some liquor. Cause I didn't have liquor on the kill stream because I had to quick drive somewhere. So that was not helpful. We're gonna drink the Rabbit Hole rye whiskey tonight because most of my liquor is still at my other place because I haven't had a good opportunity to pack all of it up. So this is for tonight. We will be having the rye. It's I give it a strong recommendation. This is a very delicious rye whiskey. I like it quite a bit. Talk about Garcetti. Who's Garcetti? The bookshelf is almost fully populated. Yes, I am unpacking here still, but we're working on it. We're working on it. Let's see. And wait 2 hours for an answer. What are you talking about? Oh, later, Hamilton Burger. Thanks for popping in at the beginning. Sorry, these are late. Late and late. Let's get into this Pepe thing. Let me pull up the document. It's probably gonna. Yeah, there we go. Of course. Let's see. Documents. I apologize not having this pulled up. You know. What's the most recent one? The answer to the second amended complaint. Okay. Let's get in the editor here. So, of course, what I'm going to do, we're going to do this kind of, we're going to go back to the source, man. We're going to do this a little bit like I used to do streams a little more frequently. Or not more frequently. How I used to do streams more, which is we're going to read through this document. This is 19 pages. It's not that long. When you're talking about legal documents or the other, the other things I've gone through or reviewed, some of them are significantly longer. It's also an answer, and answer documents tend to go faster because they relate directly to the complaint. You know, they say agree or disagree, stuff like that. Garcetti deals with the scope of restrictions on government employee speech. Oh, okay. Yeah. I vaguely remember that case. I'd have to polish up on it to go through that one. And so I'm not going to do it tonight, but yeah, maybe we could talk about that sometime. Can I make Rekieta Law t-shirts that say "Get bent, sir"? Yeah, I can do that probably. Oh, yeah. So, okay. So a couple of announcements, I guess, before we get started. let's talk. I am going to put out some merch on the Streamlabs store very soon. The easiest one for me to make is just a Rekieta Law mug, right? I think that's cool. The Rekieta Law mug will have that on it. So that'll be simple. I do have a couple color options, like a gray one and a green one. So I'm going to make that. That'll be in the Streamlabs store very soon. We'll get some t-shirts going. I have a couple different t-shirt designs that'll go up. And I was going to do like a crypto fashion website, and I was going to do a bunch of different stuff on there. But I think just doing it all through the Streamlabs merch shop will be much easier. I don't know. If you guys have any feedback on that, DM it to me, because if you say it in the chat, I won't see it. But it just seems like an easy thing. They have some shirts that are not Gildan. I won't sell you a Gildan shirt. But I don't have much experience with the brand. But, you know, as those come out, I'll start posting links to that so that you guys can find this stuff. And if you like it, buy it for a friend or for you or whatever. And I will appreciate that very much. And if you don't like it, let me know. And if there is something you want to see, let me know as well. Unfortunately, Streamlabs doesn't have like engraved whiskey glasses. So I do want to ultimately do those at some point, but I think it's kind of a longer, more expensive process. So I'm still kind of looking into it. But just pour your whiskey in a mug. That works. That works. Catch you later, Hamilton Burger. I did not design this logo for a mug at all, actually. Someone designed this logo for me, and I like it. And I think it's based off of my original logo design, which was done for me by a good friend. And I think it'll go nice. You'll see on the mug. And then it's just like the first thing, right? There can be all sorts of other things that can go on there. But I want to get some things out for people, because they've been asking me to do merchandise for like 11 months. I'm so bad at stuff like that. So that is coming. That is coming. And the next thing to talk about is, next week. Okay. Next week, I am not bringing my streaming equipment with me on my vacation, because I'm going to spend a lot of time with my wife. What I'm going to try to do is schedule the release of a recorded video midweek, or maybe 2 if I can muster them. I don't know, because very busy. But next week will be pretty quiet. YouTube did do this new thing where I can do like short videos from my phone. So I may do some short little quick things from my phone that'll pop up there, just to make sure you guys know the channel is not dead or whatever. And but for about a week, the streams are going to be pretty quiet, so I apologize. I will have all of the streams uploaded to Patreon and SoundCloud by Friday. I uploaded a bunch today. My internet connection is finally fast enough to upload a couple of these things at a time, or really quickly in quick succession. So I'll be uploading them all by Friday. So there will be lots of audio to listen to if you want to catch up on some stuff. Because I know there's a part where I'm putting out content like every day. So that gets overwhelming for people. And it's sometimes nice to have a break to catch up on that stuff. So let's see. So that's going to happen. Friday, everything should be uploaded. I am not sure on the Friday stream. I think I can still have it, but I think it will be kind of late. Later, like maybe starting at midnight. I have to check with my guests if that's okay. If not, if we can't do the stream Friday with Cecil and Yellow Flash, we will do it as soon as we can after I'm back from my trip. I made the mistake of scheduling the stream not realizing that I was going to be driving that night. So I will have to drive, and I don't think my drive will be done by the normal start time of 11, but I'm pretty sure it would be done by a start time of midnight. So then I will see if that's okay with my guests and verify that I can make that happen. But I do want to do that Friday stream before I take off on Saturday, and I'm not back for several days. So I'll keep posted on that. Tomorrow will be a stream. I don't know exactly what we're going to do tomorrow, but stay tuned. Since I can't do a Russell Greer stream next week, I'm going to ask Sriracha if she will do a Russell Greer stream with me tomorrow. I'm going to ask, but that's a quick notice or really short notice for her, and I don't want to, put her in a bad position on that. But so I'll ask and we'll see. Paul Godin says, can you do a mud flaps with a sexy girl outline with your logo on the rear end? I mean, I don't know. That's not in the Streamlabs store, but I'm sure it could be done at some point. So there we go. Berserker Power, you keep bringing legal up, buddy. We're going to have words. Let's see. And Clay, Lady Rackets is not Catholic. I was raised Catholic. She's not Catholic. Cop versus lawyer, Nick versus donut operator. Hey, Donut, why you be shooting black people all the time? That'd be my first question for him. Okay, so that's the housekeeping stuff for this week, this upcoming week. I'm gonna do some raising of awareness for my channel. We're gonna raise awareness until this channel is like on NFL helmets and people are crying in the streets. And Colin Kaepernick kneels during the Canadian national anthem. Kneels one out for Rekieta Law. We're going to raise awareness all over this piece. So don't worry about that. That'll be happening too. Because we got to raise awareness. People have got to know about what's going on. And it's my job to do that, to raise that awareness. Keck7 Ghost says, did your kids get ice cream in the end? Yes, my kids all did get to eat ice cream. As I said, as I predicted wisely, sagely even, it was part of their dinner at their activities tonight, and so they did get to have ice cream, and that was good. It was good. Why don't the comic guys draw you as a superhero? They actually have. There's a guy doing a comic, and he asked me if he could put me in it, and it looks like a Judge Dredd. I've got a gavel and stuff like that. So, Bagel Goose says, do a legal eagle shirt, Nikki McCaw. No, I will not. He'd sue me, for one, if I did that. And for two, no. Legal Eagle is good enough at selling his own stuff. I do wonder where his subscriber count, skyrocketed in like a month. It's amazing. I wonder how he did that. Like, how do I figure that out? Maybe I should call him. Maybe he talked to Trump and his Russian bots. I kind of want ice cream all the time, sadomasochist. Okay, so that said, we're going to go ahead and get started on the Alex Jones versus Pepe thing. If you want to interact with this document or any other subject, of course you can do so via Super Chat or a Justice Chat. The Justice Chat link is in the description of the video. And yeah, that just keeps YouTube from getting money. And when YouTube gets less money, everybody's happy. Excuse me. And you are free to ask, whatever in those. If you want to derail the conversation a bit, you're welcome to. Oh, one more thing. Do you guys remember I did an interview with a lady by the name of Mindy Wheeler? This is on October 18th, 17th or 18th, one of those two. I don't know how YouTube categorizes the dates because the stream started one day and ended the next. Mindy Wheeler, she's a comic artist. She's a former comic shop owner. In that stream, and I don't even remember this. I don't remember this statement being made, but apparently she said that the person who was a partner with her and her husband on their comic shop, she said that person was skimming comics off the comic shop, right? That was an allegation from Mindy, apparently. I don't remember that allegation, but this person brought it up, not me. So I got a message from the person who claims to be Mindy Wheeler's former business partner with that comic shop. This person was very offended that Mindy said that they were skimming comics, and said that both Mindy and her husband are horrific liars, and they have the true story as to why the comic book shop shut down and why Mindy and her husband are hated in the comic industry. Again, I know nothing about this. I've not received any verification on this person's identification or anything like that. However, they have suggested that maybe they would like to tell the story. My question to you guys is, are you interested in having the counterpoint to Mindy come on the show and tell their side of the story? Because that seems pretty important, right? You've got someone who makes a claim about someone else. That person says, hey, wait a minute. I think it would be interesting. But if you guys don't want to see that type of content, I would understand. If you do want to see that type of content, I will work to make it happen. But yeah, I mean, there's like, I will say that my interview with Mindy was fine. I have no problems with her. I understand that she is engaged in various drama back and forth with the Comics Gate or whatever they're called now, the comic community. And she's like disavowed all of them or something weird has happened. I don't know. But the Twitter is a mess every time I go on it, with her going back and forth. I know she's gone back and forth with Ethan. So, it seems very dramatic and important to some people. So I'd be happy to, arrange that interview if you guys are interested in it. So yeah. And I will do my best to confirm the identity of this person. Again, I don't know. And full disclosure, again, I have no problems with Mindy. Our chat was great. But if there's someone out there and someone came on my stream and said some lies about them and they want to come, alleged lies about them, and they want to come on the show and address it, I'm happy to do that, so long as it's something people want to see. So get them both on. Maybe that would be a follow-up show, because I don't want to get some random person on who might not be who they claim, to like hurl abuse at one of my former guests. So what I will do is I would get this person on, let them tell their side of the story, and then if they both want to come on and hash it out, we could do that. We could do that actually on stream.me, and that could be maybe an interesting debate. So what I'll do is I'll see if I can arrange that conversation, the first conversation with me and this person who wants to combat the claims that were made against them, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Anthony Tupin. Hey, buddy. Bedtime winter equals early morning overworked ski bum. I'm watching tomorrow, so I'm trusting content will be worth the super chat. Deuces from Montana. Right back at you, buddy. Keep up the good work, keeping the manliness factor alive in the United States. You're doing a service to all of us, my friend. And stay safe and warm. Stay safe and warm on the ski slopes, friend. I'll talk to you hopefully soon. Man, I would love to come out and visit Montana, your neck of that giant state, sometime. So it's been too long. All right. Okay. Let's see. Danny Agent 87. Yes. It's, let me just add it in here. I'm going to put it in the chat. It's P.O. Box 97, Spicer, Minnesota, 56288. There you go. It's in the chat. And that is my P.O. Box for Rekieta Law. So you can definitely send any whiskey there. It'll be welcome. It will be welcome. All right. Here we go. Let's get into this document. Infowars LLC. I'm not doxxed Brian Seam. It's on my, you Google Rekieta Law, and that's the address that comes up. Infowars LLC hereby files its amended answer to plaintiff Matt Fury's second amended complaint. Now, this is important to distinguish between, there's the Infowars one, and there's also Free Speech Systems. So Free Speech Systems is a little longer. They're both going to have some different things because they will allege slightly different defenses based on their roles. But let's go through, you know what? Let's go through the Free Speech Systems because I believe this is the one that actually operates the shop that sold the poster. So let's go through that one first. Okay. Oh, one last thing. I was on the kill stream, right? I was on the kill stream, and I've got minor beef that we did have a good time, had some good conversations. However, they ended my segment before we talked about blackfishing. What was that? That was weird. Oh, I don't have the document showing. You're right. I don't. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Let me fix that. Whoever called me a boomer is correct. That is correct. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, they did a segment on blackfishing, but they ended my segment before they got to blackfishing, and I feel like maybe I have particular experience with this. I feel like I have particular experience with blackfishing, and the fact that they kicked me off really makes me sad. So anyway, that's a joke. You know, as we get going, you guys can mention or talk about this as you want. We're going to go through the Free Speech Systems complaint, but is the 1080 streaming going well? Like, hopefully. I don't see any drop frames or anything. The bitrate seems to be holding up, so there we go. Let's see. So Free Speech Systems hereby files its amended answer to plaintiff Matt Fury's second amended complaint. It answers and avers as follows with numbered paragraphs corresponding to the like numbered paragraphs of the second amended complaint. Free Speech Systems denies each and every allegation of the second amended complaint unless specifically admitted herein. We'll talk about blackfishing a little bit later. It's great. It's a good thing. First, they admitted that the SAC, Second Amendment complaint, purports to state a cause of action for copyright infringement, otherwise denied. Without knowledge, therefore denied. Admitted that a character commonly referred to as Pepe the Frog featured prominently in internet memes by 2014. Otherwise, without knowledge, therefore denied. Without knowledge, therefore denied. Denied as to Free Speech Systems. Otherwise, without knowledge, therefore denied. admitted that Free Speech Systems sold the allegedly infringing poster. Now remember, these are all responses to questions that are or accusations made in the complaint. Admitted that the poster features images of U.S. President Donald Trump, social and political commentator Ann Coulter, political commentator and public speaker Milo Yiannopoulos, political commentator and radio show host Alex Jones, political commentators and social media personalities Lynette Hardaway and Rochelle Richardson, popularly known as Diamond and Silk, political commentator and YouTube personality Paul Joseph Watson, counselor to the president, President Trump's campaign manager and political consultant and commentator Kellyanne Conway, campaign advisor, political consultant, lobbyist, and strategist Roger Stone, political commentator and creator of the Drudge Report Matt Drudge, a likeness of Pepe the Frog, and patriotic imagery, including the flag of the United States and the United States Capitol, admitted that the poster includes the text MAGA, admitted that MAGA is short for the Trump campaign slogan, Make America Great Again, denied that Free Speech Systems continues to sell the poster, otherwise denied. 7 is denied. Number 8, admitted that the Second Amendment complaint purports to state a cause of action for copyright infringement, otherwise denied. Jurisdiction, admitted that this case purports to be an action under the Copyright Act, action of 1976, Title 17 U.S.C., Section 101, otherwise denied. Admitted that this court has subject matter jurisdiction permitted to 28 U.S.C. 1331 and 1338A. Number 11 is denied. Admitted that Free Speech Systems is a Texas LLC managed by Alex Jones. Admitted that Free Speech Systems produces radio programming and that it owns and operates Infowars.com, which publishes articles and hosts an archive of Free Speech Systems audio programs. Denied that it offers for sale products through Infowars.com, otherwise without knowledge, therefore denied. Denied that Free Speech Systems regularly conducts and solicits business in California and the district. Admitted it sells products online to the general public, including residents of California and this district, and ships those products to buyers all over the United States, including California. Otherwise without knowledge, therefore denied. Admitted that Free Speech Systems offers a Patriot Points rewards program to its customers, including residents of California, and that it produces a nationally syndicated radio show containing advertising for products available for purchase on InfoWarsStore.com. Admitted that the Second Amendment complaint purports to attach a list of radio stations that run the Alex Jones Show as an exhibit. Denied that FSS directly solicits purchases from customers in California or this district, otherwise denied. Admitted that it operates an online store at InfoWarsStore.com. Denied that it has committed acts of direct infringement in California and this district in violation of plaintiffs' intellectual property rights. Admitted that the SAC purports to attach reviews of the poster as exhibits. Otherwise without knowledge, therefore denied. Denied, 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 denied. This is kind of common on all this stuff. The parties, without knowledge, therefore denied. Without knowledge, therefore denied. Admitted that Free Speech Systems is a limited liability company organized and existing under the laws of Texas with a registered address at 3005 South Lamar Boulevard, Austin, Texas, otherwise denied. Admitted that FSS has owned and operated their website Infowars.com and InfoWarsStore.com since at least before the alleged infringement commenced. Denied that defendant Infowars LLC owns and operates the website Infowars.com and InfoWarsStore.com. Factual allegations 25 through 35 are denied. 36, admitted that the SAC purports to attach copies of copyright registrations and applications as exhibits, otherwise denied. 37 through 48 are denied. This part of it is really boring, guys, and I apologize for that. The interesting stuff comes with their affirmative defenses. But don't worry, that it's all on the way. It's all on the way. Okay, Darking D says, okay, I want to crowdsource some ideas for my novel here. A cat girl is getting her range time in. What do her earmuffs look like? That's for you guys. That's for you guys. And Carusi Avarius, no, you're not a bad person. You should never feel bad for not caring about a joke. Jokes are jokes even when they're offensive. Even when they're racially or gender insensitive. It's just jokes. It's just jokes. Darking D says, "Uh-oh, we're back in Texas, boys." Yes. Yes. Okay, so here we go. Number 49, admitted that FSS was founded in 2007 and is managed by Alex Jones. Admitted that Alex Jones hosts the Alex Jones Show, otherwise without knowledge, therefore denied. Admitted that the Alex Jones Show is syndicated to over 100 radio stations nationwide and is published FSS's website, Infowars.com, until recently on YouTube.com. Otherwise without knowledge, therefore denied. RIP for Infowars on YouTube.com. Gone. Admitted that FSS owns the Infowars.com website. Otherwise denied. Admitted that FSS sells a variety of products through its online store, InfowarsStore.com, including dietary and nutritional supplements, toiletries, apparel, media, emergency survival foods, outdoor survival gear, gun holsters, water filters, and face masks, among other products. Otherwise, without knowledge, therefore denied. Admitted that a banner at the top of InfowarsStore.com displays the message, "Thank you for supporting the Info War." Admitted that Free Speech Systems online store, InfowarsStore.com, is a source of income. Otherwise, without knowledge, therefore denied. Bagel Goose says, "Would you rather kiss a goblin or a giant spider?" Goblin. Admitted that products available for purchase through FSS's online store are advertised on the Alex Jones Show. Denied that such advertisements comprise the majority or any significant portion of the show's airtime. Otherwise, without knowledge, therefore denied. Admitted that the poster was offered for sale and sold through its online store, InfowarsStore.com. Admitted that the poster features images. Yes, we read all of this before. The same images. This is the exact, it's a copy paste of that last one. Admitted that plaintiff filed his original complaint on March 5th, 2018. Admitted that the poster was offered for $17.76. 17.6 is coming again. And admitted that the description for the poster include the language, "Help support Infowars in the fight for free speech," and get a high quality limited edition MAGA poster at Infowarsstore.com. Otherwise without knowledge, therefore denied. Admitted that SAC purports to show that that more than one reviewer noted Pepe's presence in the poster. Otherwise without knowledge, therefore denied. Admitted that videos entitled "Alex Jones's Official Statement on Pepe the Frog Lawsuit" and "Pepe the Frog Creator Tries to Take on Alex Jones" were published on YouTube on March 6th. Admitted that the videos include commentary on this action. Otherwise denied. Admitted that a video entitled "Pepe the Frog Creator Tries to Take on Alex Jones" was published on YouTube on March 6th. Admitted that the video includes a statement that is at least similar to the quoted language in paragraph 59. Otherwise denied. Admitted that the price for the poster was $29.95 on or around March 6th, and that the product's description included the language, "A powerful poster to put in any room in your home. This is the perfect 2016 election memorabilia. Now you can remind yourself every day about your victory over the globalists." Featuring powerful custom imagery, the painting truly frames the power of the American people in the election over the establishment. The establishment wants this taken down. Instead, celebrate the historic victory and frame this conversation starter in your home. We're running out and we won't be able to print any more after they're done. Make sure you get this limited edition, artfully crafted celebration of the heroes of the 2016 anti-establishment revolution today. Make sure you get this limited edition, artfully crafted celebration of those heroes of the 2016 anti-establishment revolution today. That seems to be copy-pasted, but whatever. Otherwise without knowledge, therefore denied. Let's see. Count 1, copyright infringement. Does not call for response. Admitted that the complaint purports to attach copies of copyright registrations as exhibits. Otherwise denied. Denied, 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 denied. Denied, denied, denied. Demand for a jury trial to the extent a response is required. Denied. Affirmative defenses. And this is where I found the document to get interesting. 1776 is already hate speech, Severage. How dare you? Without admitting or acknowledging that it bears the burden of proof as to any of the following affirmative defenses and based upon information and belief to date, FSS asserts the following affirmative defenses and reserves the rights to amend its answer as additional information becomes available. Okay, so guys, an affirmative defense. An affirmative defense is a defense either in a statute or at common law that says, if the court finds that I met the elements of the offense, then I assert this affirmative defense justifying my infringement, right? So this is similar to self-defense, right? Self-defense is an affirmative defense. Yes, I shot him, but he pulled a knife on me. Well, you shot him. That's homicide. You pointed a gun at someone. You pulled the trigger. That fulfills the requirements of the murder statute. However, you have justifiable use of deadly force because you felt threatened, reasonably so. So now you have an affirmative defense. This is affirmative defense to the copyright action. Prayer for relief is an absolutely normal term. It just goes to show the level of tradition involved in the lawsuit process in the United States. But no, a prayer for relief is, I pray the court do this. It's not meant to be taken as a religious prayer, just as like pray tell, pray do this. First affirmative defense, guys, lack of copyright. And this made me so happy to read. This made me so happy to read. So what they're going to assert is that Matt Fury does not own Pepe the Frog, that he does not own the copyright to Pepe the Frog. Stick with me, because this cracks me up every time. Hold on, I've got to do, I got to get something prepped. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's this stupid idiot? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna just pull this over here so we've got it ready. No. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, I apologize. I wanted to make sure that the moment I get to this, the character Pepe the Frog. The character Pepe the Frog existed prior to plaintiffs' allegedly copyrighted works, including but not limited to in an Argentine television program starting in 1988 that featured a song and a character, El Sapo Pepe, Pepe the Toad. In the following decades, third parties created numerous adaptations of that song as well as visual representations of the show's Pepe the Frog character. Here we go. I got it pulled up. There he is. Look at Pepe. Guys, it would be so phenomenally funny. It would be so phenomenally funny if Alex Jones won this lawsuit based on a 1988 Argentinian frog show. Look at this thing. Oh my God, it's great. So I want this image kind of burned into your head as we go ahead and read the rest. Look at like the rape image down here. That thing is terrifying. All right, let's see what they say. So yeah, just keep in mind Pepe as we read through, and we'll see what happens. All right. This El Sapo Pepe character looks identical to Pepe the Frog. On information and belief, plaintiff was aware of this pre-existing character and its visual representations when he created his alleged works that were allegedly infringed by free speech systems. Because plaintiff's Pepe the Frog character itself either infringes on the copyright of the pre-existing Pepe character or at least is an unauthorized derivative work of the pre-existing Pepe character, plaintiff does not have any valid copyright interest in his expression of Pepe the Frog. Oh, man. To be clear, this is a long shot defense, but it's just funny. It's a funny defense, and it may work. It may work. What if, like, honestly, you can infringe upon copyrighted works without having knowledge that you're doing so? Absolutely. There's a possibility. Matt Fury's old enough to remember 1988, at which, according to this answer, little Pepe, Sapo Pepe, has been redrawn and reused multiple times, and still exists, as all Argentinian all Argentinian cartoons should. So it's entirely possible that Matt Fury did see, Sapo Pepe, and is trying to go ahead and create Pepe the Frog. I don't know if they have any actual evidence of that. They do say on information and belief, which means maybe they have some sort of tip on that. That would be interesting very much. That'd be very, very interesting. It would be the best way for them to win, in my opinion. It would crack me up if that's how they won the lawsuit. I don't really think they're going to win this way, but it's a funny one. This, I think, is more of the defense. Fair use. Fair use is the best defense he's got, in my opinion. But throwing out that he doesn't even what even is a copyright in Pepe defense is great. Okay, so plaintiff's claims are barred by the doctrine of fair use pursuant to 17 U.S.C. 107. I actually agree with this defense. I don't know their specific arguments. I read it a while back, but so I don't know specifically what their argument is. But I agree that they have a fair use defense. Absolutely. The purpose and character of Pepe's use in the poster is highly transformative, more than satisfying the first non-exclusive fair use factor. The poster's use transforms plaintiff's expression of the Pepe character into one with a new expression, aesthetic, or meaning. Yes. The commentary is upon the history of the United States and its cultural tradition of choosing leaders through elections. This tradition is represented by the United States flag and U.S. Capitol building. The use of Pepe's head is a commentary upon the significant impact of a meme that contributed to the highly improbable election of Donald Trump. Graphical historical commentary has long-standing Western tradition, ranging from the Bayeux tapestry to using thumbnails of Grateful Dead posters to chart the band's cultural history. Memeing is transformative, as it comments upon key insights using graphics, an increasingly preferred means of communication as readers move away from text. Love him or hate him, the transformed Pepe was a historical factor in the election. That's a good line. Love him or hate him. Transformed Pepe. The poster graphically answers the question, who caused the election of a TV personality with a 12% chance of winning? Given that Pepe the Frog was a key figure in the 2016 election, it was proper and necessary to include Pepe as a figure when illustrating the key figures in the election. Transformative commentary also conjures up, at least in part, parodic elements of plaintiff's expression of Pepe. Plaintiff's expression of Pepe is innocent, carefree, and does whatever feels good man, irrespective of its effects upon others. Using these characteristics as raw materials, the transformed Pepe becomes knowing, cares that the status quo was not good, still supports Trump because it feels good man, and does not care what others think. The right-of-center commentators shown are also unapologetic for their views and advocacy, as was the candidate himself. By including Pepe, the poster comments on the nature of the character and how it compares to the attributes of the individuals on the poster, including Donald Trump. All characters are depicted as they are, not celebratory or smug. The transformative commentary is striking by the subtle and incongruous background placement of Pepe's anthropomorphic frog image juxtaposed with humans in American iconography. While some may find the posing of a frog alongside humans and retention of a key attribute of plaintiff's version of Pepe, my support of Trump feels good man, to be amusing, a commentary need not be amusing to qualify as a parody. Pepe's transform use is an implicit rebuke to postmoderns placing subjective feelings as the highest value in selecting a candidate. Plaintiff pleads that Pepe was used in the election by the candidate's family itself. The poster was created after the election and, rather than exploiting Pepe, it included just enough of the character to enable commentary on it. The poster uses only an altered version of Pepe's face because the character's face most readily conjures up plaintiff's expression of the character. Furthermore, Pepe's face is given a new coloring and shading to add to the new aesthetic, meaning and message the character is being infused with in the poster. The new coloring and shading is shared with the individuals on the poster as part of an overall theme tying them together. Listen to this. I mean, look, they hired like an art major. Good job. By unifying the individuals through common coloring and shading, hashtag blackfishing, the poster furthers the message of commonality between Pepe and the others. So is the shading between Diamond and Silk the same as the shading on Ann Coulter? I don't even remember the poster. Let's see. Oh, they're all in red face. That's what it was. Let me pull it up here. Here we go. Boom. Globalists aren't going to like that. They're not going to like that one bit. Not even a chance. Yeah, they're all in red face. So you got Diamond and Silk. Their blackness has been taken away from them by this man. And all these other people are impersonating Native Americans in the most offensive fashion I can think of. Shame upon them. Shame upon them. Darking D says, everything Alex Jones does is funny. Also, thanks, chat. Some good ideas. And Landon Mackinjames says, if the frog thinks booty is mealy AF, is it gay? Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if the chemicals are turning the frog gay or not. I'm not aware. Okay. By unifying the individuals through common coloring and shading, the poster furthers the message of commonality between Pepe and the others. Additionally, the materiality of the use to the overall poster is limited, as Pepe is not the primary focus of the poster, Donald Trump is. Pepe does not dominate the poster, is not in the center, and is a small overall portion. Let's see. Finally, the amount and substantiality used of plaintiff's expression of Pepe is less important owing to the widespread use of Pepe elsewhere, as plaintiff repeatedly pleads. Poster does not substitute for plaintiff's alleged works, such as Boys Club comics. The purpose of the character's use is distinct from any of the alleged works put forth by plaintiff, and plaintiff's pleading strongly implies that he would not have licensed Pepe's use to the poster's creator. As moral rights in the United States do not extend to graphic images, plaintiff has not suffered a cognizable harm under copyright law simply because he does not like certain individuals included on the poster or disagrees with the poster's message. As transformative commentary providing new information, new aesthetics, new insights and understanding, with some parodic elements borrowed from plaintiff's expression of the Pepe character, poster is the very type of use that the fair use doctrine intends to protect for the enrichment of society. Given the fact that fair use is the bargain that we make with copyright law in order to give breathing room for free expression, attempts to suppress free expression by misusing copyright law should not only be rejected, but should result in an award of attorney's fees against the plaintiff. This is such a case, and not only should the claim be dismissed, but fees should be awarded in their entirety against the plaintiff and in favor of the defendants. So, you know, also, Alex Jones may actually have an anti-slap case here because the poster is clearly political speech as well. And if Matt Fury is attempting to shut down the dissemination of political speech under a false copyright claim, that would be ripe for an anti-slap. This is happening in California. That means they have very strong anti-slap protection. I'd be interested to see if they're going to file an anti-slap motion. Okay. Third affirmative defense, abandonment or forfeiture. Before the alleged infringement commenced, plaintiff abandoned or forfeited at least some, if not all, copyrights he may have had in and to Pepe the Frog through one or more overt acts, including without limitation, making public statements in interviews with one or more publications which independently or collectively constitute one or more overt acts indicative of a purpose to surrender his rights in and to Pepe the Frog and allow the public to copy Pepe the Frog. For example, in an August 2010 interview with online publication knowyourmeme.com, oh my goodness. I love it. I love the fact that knowyourmeme.com is in a court document. Like, doesn't that make you guys happy? Isn't that the best part of each progressing year? That as culture shifts in these dramatic ways and we start to look at things like I'm sure there's got to be a court case out there that cites Encyclopedia Dramatica and Kiwi Farms and stuff like that. They're out there. How funny is that? Like, someone probably has linked an internet historian video or something. In all these furry cases, they might have Medicare's video in a court document. Medicare's video might be required to be preserved for all of time because as a record of a court document in some place. Like, that's great. That's great. Okay. For example, knowyourmeme.com. Plaintiff was asked, how about the people that actually crop out Pepe's face and use it? How do you feel about people remixing your work? Plaintiff responded, I don't really mind. I was like, it doesn't look the greatest, but I don't care. Further, in a July 2015 interview with the online publication Vice.com, plaintiff was asked, you don't feel weird about Pepe the Frog being completely removed from its original context in your comics? Plaintiff responded, I don't really see it as being something that's negative. I don't really care. Man, he doesn't care. Caring feels good, man. In yet another published interview, this time with New York Magazine's online publication Select/All, plaintiff stated, I've realized that Pepe is beyond my control. He's like a kid. He grew up, and now I have to set him free to live his life. It's all good. Plaintiff went on to state, I just sit back, relax, and let the Pepes fall where they land. Further, plaintiff acquiesced with full knowledge to the publication of a vast number of copies of the allegedly infringing work without copyright notice. 36. Accordingly, plaintiff's claims are barred or unenforceable based on the doctrine of copyright abandonment or forfeiture. That's an okay claim. I think they should have included that he killed Pepe in there. I think is one of... It's a symbolic gesture of killing Pepe to take him back from the alt-right or whatever it was. I really wish that Randazza would have focused on that. Maybe someday Randazza will take an interview with me and explain why he didn't. Obviously, the case would have to be over. But I mean, to me, I would be hammering on that as transformative use. Like, Pepe was already so transformed from Fury's original creation that he felt he needed to kill Pepe in the comic and bury him and then make a public statement declaring that Pepe was dead only so the memes would stop, which of course they didn't. That to me would make a powerful statement to the court. But, you know, who am I? Who am I? The lawsuit may have mentioned Encyclopedia Dramatica and Kiwi Farms. That could have been. Fourth affirmative defense, implied or explicit license. As explained in the second affirmative defense, plaintiff on multiple occasions prior to the creation of the poster stated publicly that he was aware of numerous unauthorized derivative works based on his expression of the Pepe the Frog character. Plaintiff stated that he did not care about these derivative works and would not attempt to enforce any copyright interests he had against the creator of these derivative works. He additionally stated that he was aware of these creators making a profit off of their derivative works and that he was fine with this practice. In an interview with the Daily Dot, plaintiff said in response to a question about third parties profiting from Pepe, I believe in supporting people's decisions to profit off of Pepe in order to provide them with the most positive business experience possible. I strive to be an advocate for Pepe in both love and enterprise, and hope to help business people to have an empowering and joyful experience while making an ocean of profits as limitless as the universe. Okay. In a subsequent interview, plaintiff stated in response to the question, how do you feel about Pepe's use in so many pro-Trump memes, especially the more racist, xenophobic variations we've seen, that it's just a phase. It's not the first time Pepe has been reclaimed for evil, and no one will care about it come November. Except you, right, salty boy? I predict that his sly, lovable, and charming status will be intact as early as next week. It is. You just don't like the audience who has preserved it. Because without the right memeing Pepe, Pepe would be a footnote. He'd be gone. Without the alt-right taking that on, he'd just be a comic that no one read. Okay, Siren Jag says, why did they say finally and go through 4 more points and then more affirmative defenses? Liars. No, you misspelled lawyers. Lawyers. Landon Mackinjames says, whoa, wait. Let things fall where they land. WTF. Shouldn't it be land where they fell? This guy is retarded 11 out of 10. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Plaintiff made various public statements over multiple years approving of and even encouraging third parties to make derivative works based on his expression of Pepe the Frog. Through these statements, plaintiff provided a non-exclusive license to the general public to use his expression of Pepe the Frog character for profit. The sale and distribution of the poster falls within conduct permitted by this license. Hey, does anybody out there, this is my question to you, chat, as my friendly crowdsource brain trust or whatever. Did Matt Fury ever post Pepe's stupid face on Twitter? Did Fury ever tweet out an image of Pepe? Can we check that? I don't know if he... Does he... Is this him? I don't think so. Does he have a Twitter? I could be blocked from it. I don't even know. Not Fury. Fury. I'd be really interested to find out if he ever tweeted it out. Okay, if anybody knows if Fury tweeted out a Pepe, let me know. 5th affirmative defense, innocent infringement. Prior to the filing of the original complaint, you know that dude has 20K. I don't know if he has an account, though. I can't find one. Prior to the filing of the original complaint on March 5th, FSS was not aware that its acts constituted alleged infringement of plaintiff's alleged copyright, and FSS had no reason to believe that its acts constituted alleged infringement of plaintiff's alleged copyright. 6th affirmative defense, unavailability of statutory damages and attorney's fees. Plaintiff is barred by 17 U.S.C. 412 from claiming statutory damages or attorney's fees under the Copyright Act, and that any alleged acts of infringement occurred before first registration of plaintiff's alleged work. So they're saying that he did register the work, which is required for statutory damages, but he registered after the acts of infringement occurred. He then went back and registered for the copyright and then filed. I mean, I guess. I don't know if that's actually true, if that's how that works. That's a deep dive into case law that I'm not going to do right now. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my goodness. 7th affirmative defense, invalid certificate of registration. Plaintiff's claims are barred to the extent they rely on use copyright registration number VA00020744461, purportedly covering the work entitled Pepe in the Blue Shirt, because it does not satisfy the requirements of 17 U.S.C. 411. The certificate of registration contains inaccurate information that was included on the application for copyright registration with the knowledge that it was inaccurate. Not good, Matt. This inaccuracy, if known, would have caused the Register of Copyrights to refuse registration. Plaintiff's application for copyright registration, submitted on or about September 1st, 2017, stated that plaintiff is the author of the work. However, plaintiff admitted during an interview with Vice.com in 2015 that he was not the author of Pepe in Blue Shirt. Plaintiff's admission demonstrates that the application for copyright registration was made with plaintiff's knowledge of the inaccuracy in authorship. The Register of Copyrights would have refused registration if he had known of the inaccuracy in the authorship. Let's read this footnote real quick. The creator of Pepe the Frog talks about making comics in a post-meme world. Available here. Plaintiff stating, but there are two things I don't like about brackets, Pepe being removed from its original context in the comics, close bracket. 2, he's got randomly a blue shirt and brown lips, and that's his accepted outfit now. Those are the two things that kind of piss me off about it. Other than that, I don't really care. So, confirmed posted when Pepe was killed. Epicification, do you have can you drop a link to that? To that, wherever that confirmation is? So what they're saying is that, let's pull this up and see what it says. That Pepe's blue shirt whoa, okay. Where we go? Okay. Let's let me pull this up real quick. Just so you guys can see what I'm reading. I apologize for the ad that's going to be there. Hopefully it's not. Is this thing making no? Oh, okay, it's muted. Let me just a second. Such boomer, so power. Okay, so this is the question and the response from Vice. So, you don't feel weird about it being completely removed from its original context in your comics? That's the question. I don't really see it as being something that's negative. It's this almost post-capitalist kind of success. Post-capitalist kind of success. Spoken like a true blue or true red, I guess, commie. Buddy, what are you talking about? There's no post-capitalist success. My meme will outlive me as I'm poor and dying with maggots crawling out of my ears. What kind of idiot are you? I'm not making any money off of it, but it's become its own thing in internet culture. Great. Lovely. Now, at least a lot of people make a conscious effort to go out and try and create that kind of meme success where you're doing these little one-off characters, little gags, little gifs, and it's definitely your intention. I'm just flattered by it. I don't really care. I think it's cool. In fact, I'm getting kind of... Guys, if you read this article, you won't even realize how much he doesn't care. In fact, I'm getting kind of inspired by all the weird interpretations of it. I want to use it to my own advantage and try to come up with comics based on other people's interpretations of it. He wants to infringe on the derivative or fair use works of it because he's not creative enough to make it profitable on his own. Okay. But there are two things I don't like about it. One, he's mixed in with this weird white guy who he's always hugging, which I don't understand. Have you seen that white character with the weird face? Feels Guy, that's his name. That's from Vice. He responds, yeah, I mean, why are they linked together? Is it because he called the Feels Guy and the frog is the Feels Good Frog? It's got its own logic, you know what I mean? The kids know what it is, but I don't. No, no. It's the children who are wrong. 2, he's got randomly a blue shirt and brown lips, and that's his accepted outfit now. Those are the two things that kind of piss me off about it. Other than that, I really don't care. So there's the context of that. There's the context of that blue shirt, brown lips quote. Figured that was appropriate to provide. Wait, Let's do this. We'll control F, care. Let's find out how much he cares. He says, I don't care only 3 times. Oh no, only twice. Only twice. I was hoping he'd said it like 50 times. That would have been funny. I don't even care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, back to the issue at bar. 8th affirmative defense, de minimis use. And this is a good one because this isn't like Pepe isn't integral to the work. It's not the main theme of the work. It's not the focus of the work. So plaintiff alleges infringement of plaintiff's copyright interests without qualification in paragraph 65 after pleading in paragraph 62 that the underlying basis of the claim is allegedly copyrighted books rather than copyright interests exclusively in the character and image of Pepe the Frog. And FSS's alleged uses in comparison to entire books was de minimis. Yeah, so his registered copyrights are actually on specific works of Pepe the Frog. There's specific books that are registered, and this poster in no way infringes upon those books. Not at all. Even to the extent that it does infringe upon, even to the extent that it does infringe upon Pepe himself. Where is my, this is what I'm looking for. There we go. That it does infringe upon Matt Fury's copyright, which is very debatable. Even to that extent, it certainly doesn't infringe upon the books themselves. So that's silly. Next. Let's see. Defenses without admitting or acknowledging that it bears the burden of proof as to any of the following defenses and based upon information and belief to date. FSS asserts the following defenses and reserves the right to amend its answer as additional information becomes available. These are not affirmative defenses. These are defenses. That's a little bit different. An affirmative defense is, I had the right to do this. A defense is more, I did this, but here's why. And it may mitigate it. Affirmative defenses are an assertion of your right to do it. Okay. First defense, improper venue. Venue is improper in this court. Well, there you go. Alex Jones has maintained the entire time that he is not directing activity, and specifically not directing activity regarding this poster to the state of California, which needs to have jurisdiction which needs to be the appropriate venue. But I'm sure he would say the appropriate venue is somewhere in Texas, the Western District of Texas, because that's where Free Speech Systems is located. And that's where the majority of evidence would be located. So jury demand. FSS respectfully demands a jury trial of all the issues traveled to a jury in this action, and the prayer for relief. So there we go. That's the answer to the second amended complaint of Matt Fury in his Pepe lawsuit. Again, if I'm being critical of this, the only thing I would have included and really hammered on personally, and this is a stylistic choice. Now, Mark Randazza is a much more accomplished free speech attorney than I will ever probably be. So to be very clear, I am not being critical and saying that Mark Randazza does not know how to do his job. Not at all. I'd very much like Mark to come on my show at some point too, because I think he's an interesting guy, and he does these free speech cases all the time. That's his niche. That's what he does. So I'm not doing that. I'm saying my personal choice, and I'm very curious as to why he didn't do this, would be to hammer on Matt Fury himself killing Pepe, because I think that is such a symbolic gesture with an artistic work from an artistic autistic creator that should be in there, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. That's what I would do, but again, I'm not Mark Randazza. So that's really my only criticism of the document. I think the fair use argument is strong, very, very strong. This is clearly no one looking at this poster for Pepe is like interfering with Matt Fury's ability to sell or market or show Pepe. No one looks at this poster and goes, ah, that is the essence of Matt Fury's creation. Not at all. No one is doing that. There's no way to make it out that people are doing that. There's no like, if I look at this poster, I'm not going to consume the work of Pepe or of Matt Fury involving Pepe. Nothing like that. So there's nothing there. This is clearly a fair and transformative use, in my opinion. Alex Jones should win, hands down. I don't know if he will, right? I don't know. The world's kind of dumping on Alex Jones, so who knows if he actually wins this thing or not. But I think he absolutely should. Landon Mackinjames says, where do you find these docs, Nick Daddy, Dad Daddy? I get them from Pacer. Pacer.gov, which is the public access to case electronic records. So Pacer is a subscription service that is put out by the U.S. government. You have to pay for all of these documents. So there's that. So yeah, by the way, if you want to support the Pay for the Documents Fund, as long as they cost money, feel free to send Justice Chats and Super Chats to help do that. Last quarter's bill was like $200 in documents. And it's based on how much you look and how many documents you pull. Each page is 10 cents. So, this was $2.10 and the Infowars one was $1.90. And when you start comparing that with all of the documents that get pulled, it adds up pretty quickly. So, there's currently legislation proposed to remove the fee to Pacer. Pacer should be a free service provided by the government because they're all public access case records, and you shouldn't have to pay to access government stuff. Because if you're representing yourself in a case, you should be able to look up any other cases and find out what you're doing. But that's me. So, yeah. Yeah, 10 cents a page to access it by internet. You can redistribute these, right? Yeah, well, I am. Sue me. Sue me, government. I don't know if I can make them available as PDFs. I know that whatever copyright may exist, they're being significantly transformed by my commentary and the read-through on this. So technically, all printed works are copyrightable. This would be Mark Randazza or whatever, his law office, the Randazza Legal Group, would probably have a copyright in this document. However, they're submitted to the public courts and they are available for public view and public consumption. But I don't know if I can actually just take a PDF from Pacer and distribute that out, like in a Dropbox thing, legally. I know you could do it. I just don't know if it would be legal. So anyway. That's that, guys. Do you have any questions? I honestly think Alex Jones wins the Pepe case. I think Fury loses. I'd be really interested to see what is this? Oh, that's good. God, go away. I'd be really interested to see what ends up happening with all of this. I don't know how they could win a copyright case based on everything that's gone on with that character. Keck7Go says, Writer, the dating site for those who can't get laid because of their love of Trump. Writer is meant for those people who support the president. Liberals may get sued if they try to join. And then there's a link. No. You're going to do screen caps to edit in Paint and print off. Yeah, you're probably fine. Did I upgrade my camera? No, I upgraded my internet. So I'm now streaming in 1080p. So that is what has happened here. If you notice, actually on my background on my overlay, you can see this like little floral pattern that's behind the wordings. Yeah, that wasn't visible in 720, I don't think. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. I finally have internet that's fast enough to do that, and I'm very happy about it. Yeah, from Hellheart, it's hold on. I'm putting this in the chat. It's P.O. Box 97, Spicer, Minnesota 56288. There you go. And if you Google Rekieta Law, that's what you'll find, along with pictures of me in very compromised situation. So, yeah. If Alex Jones sucks a frog's wiener, is the frog gay or Alex Jones? Well, I guess it depends if the frog likes it. Upgrade to a business plan. No, I just, so up until very, very recently, Spectrum or Charter or whatever, only offered 100 meg up, or no, 100 meg down, 5 meg up service in my area. That's all they offered. They recently started offering gigabit, Spectrum Gig, which is it's technically 940 megabits down and 35 up. So thank goodness they have finally accommodated and appeased my upload needs out in my area. But I now have a 35 meg upload speed as opposed to 5. So I'm able to stream in a much higher resolution, and it is very happy. It's made me very happy now. My eyes are too blue now. Well, sorry. All right, guys. I know this is a short stream. I'm thinking about ending it right now, unless anybody has any other questions or topics they want me to touch on. You can post them or chat them or whatever now, and I will try and address them. I don't know. I was on the kill stream talking about James Fields. He's the guy who ran his car into another car, which crushed a fat lady in Charlottesville. And he is charged with murder. He's charged with a hate crime. Apparently, he hates fat white chicks. I guess. I don't know what the hate crime charges. So, like, I literally don't know how they plan to uphold a hate charge, because hate crimes require, like, a specific intent to cause damage based on a protected status. And he didn't cause damage to a protected class. And there's no evidence that I've seen that he was specifically aiming to hurt a different protected person that was then transferred upon the large woman. So that's kind of weird. There's also, of course, a video out there. We covered all this on the kill stream, but there's a video out there of some squirrely little Antifa professor who got himself a big boy AK-47 and went out and was waving it at James Fields right before he drove into the crowd. I think Fields has a solid Alex Fields. I think he has a solid self-defense case. I don't know if he's going to win it, because I think there's going to be a lot of pressure, societal pressure, to put this Nazi behind bars. And that's going to be on the jury. The judge has already admitted evidence that I think is wildly prejudicial without being probative. One of them would be a text message sent from him to his mom that stated, "We're not the ones who have to worry." And then he texted a picture of Adolf Hitler. Maybe the statement, "We're not the ones that have to worry," would be acceptable evidence. The picture of Adolf Hitler isn't. And the judge has told the jury that part of their job will be to determine if, as a matter of fact, his tweet of Adolf Hitler to his mom was a manifestation of his intent to do harm. And no jury can actually establish that as a fact. That seems like an improper instruction. I don't know, But if I were appealing the case, that would be at the forefront of it, because I think that's prejudicial, right? Like he tweeted or he texted a picture of Hitler. Obviously, he wanted to murder a fat white lady by running into a car that then ran into her. That was clearly his plan. I don't think so. I don't think that's a solid case. And I don't think that putting that with the baggage that comes along with a picture of Hitler, I don't think putting that to a jury outweighs the prejudicial value of that event, we'll say. Land whales are a protected species, possibly. Keck7Go wants me to do Denver versus Georgia. I will never let go of this. I will be shouting this on top of your grave, old man. Oh, talk about blackfishing. Yeah, blackfishing is this... blackfishing is where these Instagram models or whatever, who are probably getting thought audited right now, what they do is they post pictures that imply that they are people of color. So let's say a white chick, for example, gets a really dark tan, like really dark, and then she dyes her hair black and frizzes it out and does like an afro or like a traditional African-American hairstyle, does cornrows or something like that. I don't know. Do women still do cornrows, like other than like giant women I see on World Star Hip Hop? I don't know. So let's say, and WNBA players, which I think I just was being redundant there. But whatever they do, so they make themselves appear black. They will dress like in tracksuits or whatever. I don't know, because they're Slavic, but they want to appear black. They'll dress, I guess, they'll code black. That's the word. That's the liberal college word for it, is they'll code black. They won't specifically claim to be black, but apparently if they code black hard enough, they will gain more followers, which is weird. Because I thought that America didn't like black people. Like, we get told that all the time. So I don't know how you get more Instagram followers from being black than being white. But that's the claim. So that's what blackfishing is it's like a very subtle blackface that's going on. And there's, I guess, some debate over whether it's intentional or not. But that's the issue at hand. There's some Instagram models right now that are like white AF, but they're really dark. They have really dark tans in their pictures, and they might be wearing like neon or something that you would typically wear as a very dark complected person versus being a lighter complected person, and they're leading people into thinking that they're black. So I don't know what what that is. Landon Magan James says, have you been in contact with Cody at all, AO? Anime Outsiders Cody. No, I mean, other than just mild likes and stuff on Twitter, I have not. I've got a vacation next week, buddy. So I'm not trying to set up any live stream interviews during that vacation. When I get back, I will figure out a time for a weeb stream. Don't worry, I'll include you in that conversation, and we'll figure out another guest to bombard with our weebinisms or whatever. With yours. I got to drink that Proper 12, Conor McGregor's whiskey. I have not been able to find it out here. I've not been able to find the Proper 12 in my area, but I am looking. Darking D says, how in the blood-soaked Protestant hell is that judge being allowed to stay on the bench in this case? You mean the Fields case? Well, I mean, I don't know if what I would consider to be a mistake. I don't know if that's impeachable. I don't know if that's impeachable or prejudicial. And I do think it's prejudicial. Sorry. I think it's prejudicial. I don't think it's impeachable. And the reality is, if it is prejudicial, it'll have to be dealt with on appeal, because district court judges have wide latitude to determine what evidence is proper in the circumstances. And even on appeal, it'd be hard. I just think it's improper, and it shouldn't have been allowed. It may result in ultimately if there is a conviction, an appeal that results in a mistrial or something like that. So we'll see. Landon Mack and James says, I know I'm not rushing, was just curious. Well, there you go. There's your answer. Let's see. Please discuss Inner Blood Sports Real Blood Edition. I liked your take on it. I was discussing it with Doug and John Malin when I was a panelist on the Doug TenNapel show. What do you mean, Sketch? Siren Jag says, have you heard about the Twitter account, A Doctor IRL? No, I have not. And Sketch, we will do the anime show at some point. But what do you mean by the are you talking about Internet Blood Sports, where, like the real fight that's going to happen with Andy Worski and Tonka? Is that what you're talking about, or are you talking about something else? Let me finish this whiskey. Whew. I'm joking about Proper 12. It's garbage, barely worth 20 bucks. I've read some reviews that it's absolute trash. Hessian says, hey, Nick, I have a couple of personal questions I wanted to throw at the dad stream, but whatever. Hey, how the heck can you afford such a nice place and a lovely bunch of kids? That is a personal question that I'm not going to answer on stream. But I will answer it this way. I am exceedingly blessed in my life by both good fortune, good decisions, and good people. So that's how I will say that I'm very blessed in that way. I've been blessed in that way for a very long time, and I do not claim my success as solely my own. You won't ever catch me doing that. I don't think. I exist in my life as it exists by the grace of what I would consider the grace of God and the grace of good people and good fortune. Those things and good decisions. But I would say my decisions are a part of my life. They're not the determinative factor of my life. So, B, how to handle arguments / fights with your wife. That is a very, very good question. It's really specific to the wife itself, herself. There isn't really a handling of them. What I will say is the best marriage advice I can give anybody, okay, is that marriage is a choice that you make not just every day when you wake up, but every minute of every day. Because no matter how much you like someone, there will be plenty of times where you don't like them. You don't like them at all. And there will be times when they tick you off, they make you mad, they really hurt you. They do all sorts of things. No relationship and no people are perfect. And certainly Lady Rackets and I, in almost 15 years of marriage, have gone through quite a few different phases and ups and downs and periods where we like and don't like each other. But every single day specifically, and sometimes, it's hourly, you have to stop yourself and say, I chose this, and I still choose to like this person, to love this person, and to devote myself and to give up some of what I have to this person. If you do that consciously with intention, you will, I guess, benefit from your marriage. And there are people, I think divorce is a product of people not making that decision. And I'm not saying that that's wrong of them, right? There are times where there are things that you can't force yourself to forgive, I guess, or force yourself to overlook, or force yourself to let go. And that's not an always healthy thing, right? Like if I would suggest if you're ever in like an open relationship or something, you need to really assess what the other person is getting back to you to determine if that's the choice you need to continue making. I don't think it's healthy personally, but I'm not anybody's parent other than my own kids. That said, on balance, making that decision constantly in your life is important. It helps you pick battles. It helps you realize your own mistakes and your own failings. And you can't focus on the failings of the other person. You can only hope to be a person that they would want to make the same decision for. That's all I got. And Lady Rackets and I specifically, a long time ago we said, we're in this for the long haul. Like, this isn't a trial period. This isn't anything for us. And we both know in different ways the damage that divorce does to families. And we chose long ago that would never even enter our vocabulary. So that's us. I don't know what else to say. We do have some pretty epic arguments and fights sometimes, but that comes with the territory, man. At the end of the day, you apologize. The only person I'll ever advocate you apologizing to is your wife or spouse if you are a woman, and I guess you could apologize to your wife if you're a woman, but yeah. So apologize to your spouse when it's merited. When it's not merited, you may want to apologize, or you may want to say, you know what, I don't necessarily agree, but I'm okay, and I'm glad that you are concerned with that. So there you go. Sorry, I know you said that was an acceptable answer like an hour ago, but I'll go on. Would you consider adopting a 30-year-old alcoholic with no real job prospects? Asking for a friend. No, but I'd consider adopting you, Clay Early. Yeah, Brad Noble. My divorce was woman not making money and spending mine. Yeah, and that's it's all about how you it's all about how your relationship is structured, right? Like, some people need a partner in finance. Some people don't. Some people, like, I don't know how personal this is. Lady Rackets and I long ago determined that she would take care of the kids and the home and be focused in that area more than I would. And I would focus on making the money and bringing in the income and dealing with the finances and financial planning. So we complement each other in that way. That's the choices that we made together. I'm not saying that that's the right choices for everybody. I think they're very good choices. I think the traditional gender roles are good choices to make if you can do it. But that doesn't work for everybody. That's how we organize our lives. But again, I think it's about being intentional. It's about being intentional with your relationship and your decisions together. If you're making different decisions without communicating and without that intention, there's going to be friction there that's hard to overcome. So we've always had a very open, communicative relationship. Hessian says, thanks, Nick. Decent answers. The wife and myself have made a similar decision. Bless you, and drink to Andy Kokeski's death. Who's Andy Kokeski? I feel like I don't internet hard enough most days. All right. Let's see what else is out there. Yeah, thanks very much, Hessian. The delay will answer, or will acknowledge that, Justice Chat. I hate the YouTube delay, by the way. Domina Morgul says, marriage is obsolete. Breed if you want. Eliminate the sword of Damocles that is divorce rape. And yet there's a real problem with the divorce system in the United States. Absolutely. Siren Jag, absolutely. If one partner works and the other stays home, the one that stays home should do the work around the house. Yeah, unless there's a particular chore that someone likes to do. For instance, I love cooking. Like, I just like to cook. I've always liked to cook. So I tend to cook, and that's how I do things, because I make food that I like. I make food that Lady Rackets likes, and that's how we do it. But she really does take care of the kids in the house in ways that I am not capable of. So yeah, if I think that's true. If you make that decision, and then that's part of the decision, right? Is the other partner has to decide to take on those roles, and that's the kick. Coke ski equals war ski. Oh, but not on Coke, but on Coke. Oh, I see. So you're saying, gotcha. Are you saying that Andy Warski is now off of Coke, so now he's dead as that character? Or are you saying that he's going to get wrecked by Tonka in Knoxville? Darking D says, what? A clear division of labor where both parties give of themselves and have defined roles? A woman owing anything to anyone? Heresy, please report to your local inquisitor's office. Yeah. I will be right there, comrade. We'll pass statue of Lenin and Stalin on way and pay homage to them by giving bread to people. Oh my gosh. Let's see. An underweight Coke addict is going to be legally killed. We'll see. I'm really excited for that fight. By the way, if anybody out there is planning on going to Knoxville, Lady Rackets and I are like 99% confirmed. I just have to actually get the flights booked. As soon as the flights are booked, I will confirm it. We will be in Knoxville. We've got everything on the home front lined up. We're just trying to make sure we can actually get to the fight. If you're going to be there, once I confirm it, go ahead and DM me if you'd like to meet up. Some people in my Discord, if you go to patreon.com/lawsplaining, you can join the Rekieta Law Discord at the $5 a month and up level and join in that conversation. Some of the guys in my Discord are going. When I went to the Dick Show Road Rage Atlanta, the guys in my Discord who were there, I hung out with them like the entire weekend, had an absolute blast with them. And I love spending time with people and hanging out and talking and drinking and just having a good time. So if you are going to Knoxville to watch this internet autist fight between Warski and Tonka, no matter what side you're on, because I'm not on a side. I'm on a side to see a fight. I guess I lean a little towards Warski just because I've talked to him. I've never talked to Tonka. I don't know anything about him. But I lean that way just by default. But, you know, if Tonka comes out and just wrecks Warski, I'll be just as happy to watch a good fight. So whatever side you're on, you consider joining the Discord and coordinating with me and the other guys who are going about that. Otherwise, you know, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that to meet up with me there. That's just an easy way that will be an open source of communication that I'll be following. Otherwise, if you're going to be there and you don't want to join the Patreon, I will admonish you politely. But, you can DM me on Twitter and stuff and find me at Knoxville. I would love to shake your hand, introduce myself, and say hi in person. So if you're going to be there, make sure we meet up, because I love hanging out with people and meeting people from all over the country in person, not just in this weird screen relationship that we have. So that said, where can you find the kill stream? It's on stream.me/the Ralph Retort, Landon Mack and James. So you'd like Tonka if you had the chance to talk to him. Maybe. Like I said, I don't know anything about it. I talked to Andy briefly on stream. We're supposed to do another show. Andy's redemption arc show is supposed to happen, but I'm having, with all of the fight stuff, it's hard to kind of get that going. And Andy will message me to like talk about something on his show, and he streams more in the middle of the day when I'm very busy. And so it's hard for that. Tonka has never reached out to me. However, one of his associates has, back when I had Andy on stream and was very frustrated with what Andy was saying. And I said I would give them a platform. Since that stream, they have not contacted me. I'm happy to have Tonka on the show to talk about this stuff too. Like I try to always give the other side at least an opportunity to respond. I don't believe in letting people dump on someone else and not give them an opportunity to respond, as long as people want to see it and as long as a person has some sort of response. And it's not just them saying something dumb over and over and over again. So I have no beef with Tonka or any of his friends or anything like that. I don't know any of them. So I'll be looking forward to meeting people on all sides of the aisle. Someone on the kill stream called me a filthy centrist, and I guess I'm a filthy centrist in the fact that I know one side slightly and I know the other side not at all. So I don't have a decision. I don't have a game. I don't have a dog in this hunt or whatever. But I want to be there and watch a fight and watch some crazy stuff and bring you guys some live streaming content, whatever I can. I don't know if I can stream the event. I got to check on the rights for that. But we're going to figure something out. And hopefully, if nothing else, we'll do some after event and before event streaming. Maybe some drinking with Ralph or something. And it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. Why should I link that in there? It's Carusi Avarius just linked the kill stream stream me show so you could get it from there. You might be, but you are filthy centrist. I default to a centrist because, one, I don't have time to follow all of this stuff. And two, I stopped following politics when it stopped being, this is going to sound weird, profitable. I don't mean monetarily profitable. I meant personally profitable to me to do so. What I try and do now is use my education and experience to comment on specific issues and how those work out. My personal values are so like traditionally conservative that it's funny on a personal level, but I'm also so libertarian or whatever, so pro-freedom that I would never impose my personal values on someone else, except in the matters of abortion. I would absolutely utilize the state to make abortion illegal because I think the state's one job is to defend the life of its citizenry. So there's that. But anyways, guys, this has been a fun stream. I'm sorry that it started, a half hour later than normal because of the kill stream. I will announce as soon as possible tomorrow what the plan is for that stream, what it will be. If we'll have a Russell Greer stream in honor of the fact that next week I will not be able to do one. We may do that. I will announce it as soon as I can on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. If you don't subscribe to this channel, subscribe to this channel. Let's raise awareness for Rekieta Law. The problem of Rekieta Law needs to have awareness raised about it. Do you guys know how many starving children there are? We need to raise awareness about Rekieta Law. Do you know how much breast cancer there is in the world? Breasts are disappearing at an alarming rate. We need to raise awareness about Rekieta Law. We need to erase for the cure and make sure that Rekieta Law is out there and in the public zeitgeist. So shilling myself a little bit, like and subscribe. Like the videos that you like. If you don't like them, don't like them. I'm not going to ask you to do that. Like the videos that you do like. Subscribe to the channel. Share it with a friend or whatever. And help me grow. I want to get to 15,000 subs sometime soon because I desperately, desperately want to bring my good friend Drexel in for a 15,000 subscriber show. If you did not watch the 10,000 subscriber spectacular with a token black man, go watch it. He's one of my favorite people on the planet. We've been friends for a very long time. If you didn't watch that, go watch it. And then help me get to 15,000 subs so I have a good excuse to bring him back and we will talk about any and everything, and we'll get that demonetized because YouTube hates black people as well. So one final super chat from Siren Jag, or Justice Chat, I should say. It says, good night, man. Plus, this is me dumping on people. Mark Zaid is so full of his own crap that he eats eggs just so his own farts will be that much heartier in 2 days. Yeah, that guy is garbage. I can't wait to see what happens in that lawsuit. I will be following it. So far, the judge has granted a bunch of extensions, but don't worry. As soon as documents drop and I'm available, if they drop while I'm on vacation, I can't do much. But as soon as documents drop, you will hear about it from me, and we will be analyzing the arguments. I think the jurisdictional discovery is going to show that Texas clearly has jurisdiction in this case. I can't wait. I can't wait for the deposition from the Antarctic Press guys, because I have a feeling, I have a feeling that the Antarctic Press guys are going to drop Hiroshima-level nuclear bombs. They're Asian, right? They're going to drop Hiroshima-level nuclear goss about Mark Wade. I have a feeling that in my mind that the guys, the Asian men who own Antarctic Press, are going to drop a fat man and a little boy right on the case of a fat, puffy, curly-haired idiot named Mark Zaid. And I can't wait for it. I can't wait. And I can't wait for Mark Wade to get deposed. Mark Wade getting deposed will be the autistic spurge fest of the century. I hope they record it. I hope that recording is part of the record. If I can get my hands on any second of recording of any of those things, we'll be going through it. We will talk about deposition strategies. We will talk about depositions. I will cover them as extensively as possible. That is my grandest hope. And the judge has granted, by the way, the extension for time to conduct jurisdictional discovery, as it is unopposed, the unopposed motion for jurisdictional discovery. So those depositions will happen so long as Meyer's attorney requests them. It's going to happen. We're going to cover it. We're going to have to... God, I wish I could be there. If I could be there, I would be there. I would be there recording it in a heartbeat. I would love to sit in that room when he asks Mark Wade how much money he makes off of conventions. Or if he makes any, you don't even have to ask him how much. Do you make money off of those conventions? What sort of perks do those conventions give you? Tell us about the contract or agreement that you had with Comic Palooza in Houston, Texas, when you went to Texas to conduct business as a comic writer. I would love to be there as Mark Wade sits and sweats, except from the smell. That'd be disgusting. I would love to be there. But I don't think I can be in the room when it happens. I think, though, that as those deposition transcripts become part of the record, we will cover all of it. All of it. So stay tuned for Comicsgate news. Guys, I will try. So tomorrow, I will try to either get Sriracha on for a Greer stream, or I may try and get Mindy Wheeler's ex-business partner on. I don't know if this person would be available on that short of notice. But, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. It's 1:19. We're an hour and 50 minutes in. Thank you so much for always hanging out with me. Thank you so much for watching and promoting the show. You guys have no idea, and I can't express it, so you can't know from me how much it means to me that you guys watch day after day and engage with me. I could ask for nothing more in this world from people who are not my family. And you guys engage with me a lot more than my family does, by the way. Those punks. But yeah, thank you so much for that. I'm going to blank out the screen. I will see many, if not all of you tomorrow night for whatever happens. And then hopefully we'll have a stream on Friday night. I will announce it as soon as I've definitively ruled it in or ruled it out. And then I will be gone for a little over a week. But I'll keep you guys posted. I'll still have Twitter and stuff like that. So thank you all. You guys have a good night. Peace.